Hi guys, I'm Jalisha and welcome to my channel. So in this video guys, we are not cooking for today, but rather I wanted to share this topic with you because I think it's really important that you know this. So when you started doing low carb or keto diet, because you've been eating a lot of carbs your entire life, like me, you started to feel unwell. Yes, you do feel unwell. And you think like, what is going on with my body? My body is not feeling great. And I'm doing this diet that they said is really good. So what is wrong? So when you cut down your carbs, you shock your body. You're telling your body that I'm not going to feed you with this, but rather I'm going to feed you with fats. So your body is like confused. What is going on? Why are you doing this to me? And that is the time when your body was like telling you, I hate you, don't do this to me. And that is the time when you started feeling unwell. And yes, when you started feeling unwell, you reach for your comfort food. You reach for the food that you think that will keep you and make you feel better. And that is carbs. We always have lugaw in the Philippines when you feel unwell, and that is basically rice. And then you have other foods as well, like noodles, because that will make us feel better. But unfortunately, when you started feeling these symptoms, when you're doing low carb and keto diet, this is called keto flu. So one of my friends actually messaged me and said to me, Jalisha, why am I feeling like this? I'm feeling that I've got a flu. It's like flu-y symptoms. And as you know, during this time, it will trigger your imagination. What have I got? So I asked her, what are you feeling? And when did this start? She said to me that it started 3 days after she cut down her carb intake to 20 grams. So I said to her, I think what you got is keto flu. Again guys, I'm not a medical professional, nor studied medicine or something. Before I forget, here's my disclaimer. So yes, we're back. So I said to her, I think what you've got is the keto flu symptoms, which your body experienced about 2 to 7 days after you cut down your carb intake. And then I asked her, what are the symptoms that you are getting? So let's try and understand this. What is keto flu? Keto flu is actually the symptoms that you're experiencing, flu-y type symptoms that you're experiencing when you started to do low carb or keto diet. These symptoms normally appear within the first 2 weeks of starting this diet. So this happens because you reduce your carb intake. So basically, you tell your body, I'm not going to feed you with carbs, which is your main source of energy. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to feed you with fats. So you force your body to adapt to it. So you shock your body. So now your body is giving you these withdrawal symptoms, which is the symptoms of keto flu. So you're gonna ask me, what are the symptoms of keto flu? So here are the symptoms. First one, you feel nauseated. I experienced this and I thought, I'm not even eating anything. Why do I feel sick? I just feel nauseated. I feel lightheaded. And this is one of those symptoms. The second thing that I experienced was I had headaches. Yes, like a pounding headache. And as you know, I've got migraines. And I was fearing that my migraine was coming. But no, it was like really bad headache. You can also feel fatigue. You can also feel that you don't have any motivation to do anything. You've got sugar cravings. Then you've got diarrhea. Then you feel irritable. Then you feel weak. Some of them actually experience constipation. So these are the symptoms that manifest when you are experiencing keto flu. And sometimes these are also the main reason why you want to throw the towel and say, I had enough. The funny thing is, when I experienced this, I actually cried. Yes, I actually cried. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to feel like this. But if you really want to push it, you just have to face it head on. Comment down below if you experience anything like it and if you feel like throwing in the towel as well. But I will tell you, stick to it and you will see that you'll be fine in the next few days. So let's have a look at what are the causes of keto flu. So as you know, carbohydrates is the main source of our energy, especially us Filipinos. We like our rice, we like pandesal, ensaymada, spaghetti, pancit canton. By the way, these are the foods that I love. So these foods are our main source of carbohydrates, and because we're not allowed to do it, we switch it. So switch from high carbs to low carbs, resulting to lowering our insulin level. So when you lower the insulin level in your body, it will now begin to convert fats into ketones, and this will fuel your body for energy. So there are 4 causes. The first cause is electrolyte imbalance. So when you decrease your carbs and your processed food intake, so basically you also reduce your sodium level. Hence, when you reduce this, your electrolyte also reduce and it comes out through urine. So you flush it out when you've got lower carbs and lower insulin. There is also dehydration. So eating less carbs depletes glycogen in your body. You store less water, making you dehydrated. Bear in mind, guys, that drinking tons of water will not address this issue. You have to replenish your electrolytes as well, as this goes hand in hand. Example of this is diluting half a teaspoon of Himalayan salt in your water. So you've got your electrolytes in your salt, and then you can also have some water in it. When you take it, you address both and you feel a bit better. And then you also got sugar withdrawals, which we know that when sugar enters into our body, it breaks down and then becomes glucose, which fuels the body. And then because you are lessening your carb intake, hence the sugar withdrawal is happening, causing you the keto flu. So the last cause is fuel adjustment. Of course, you can't just tell your body, hey, I'm switching from carbs to fats. You understand that? You okay with that? You can't do that. Our body's got a habit, and we have to break the habit in order for our body to understand that I'm not going to feed you carbs anymore, but rather I would feed you fats that you can use to fuel up your body. So we've tackled what is keto flu, what are the causes, and now, can we avoid it? I would say you can't avoid it 100%, but you can actually do something to lessen the symptoms. First one, don't go cold turkey. I would suggest you ease it out. So you take out your sugar and then you take out starches. You slowly and gradually develop into it. You develop into low carb and then you develop into keto, because keto is quite strict. Because I think if you just cut it out completely, it will be really difficult, because we've been eating carbs for our entire life and suddenly you just want to, that's it. You can't call it quits like that. So I would suggest ease it out slowly but surely. This is not a sprint, guys. It is a marathon. So as long as you keep your pace, slowly but surely, then you will be fine. Replenish your electrolytes and drink more water. Sodium, sodium, sodium. Add salt. Don't be scared in adding salt. Guys, you're doing low carb and keto. You're bound to deplete your sodium. So you need to add your salt to up your electrolytes so you don't feel all these symptoms. As you know, I always get headaches and migraines. And when I learned this technique, adding Himalayan salt into my water, creating salt water, and taking it when I feel that my headache is coming, they work wonders. And I love the fact that I don't depend so much now to ibuprofen or paracetamol, but as long as I take this, after 10 minutes, my headache is out. So I think you should try this to keep up your electrolytes and sodium intake. And also guys, if you don't like drinking salt water, you can also drink bone broth. You can also have bouillon cubes, or you can always have bacon. Eat nutrients-dense food. Eat foods rich in magnesium and potassium. So eat nuts, avocados, eat leafy vegetables, spinach, broccoli. You can also eat mushroom and then beef and pork. You can also up your fat intake. Eat more eggs, and you can also put MCT oil in your coffee, making it a bulletproof coffee. Eat more calories, but I'm not saying go overboard, because like what we said, we should always eat in calorie deficit as well. But I must say, use your calories wisely. Eat foods that will satisfy you, and don't go into starvation mode, because it doesn't help. Sleep more. That's another thing that I will tell that you can do, because as it is, you are fatigued, you're irritable, you're very weak. So the least thing that you want to do is to keep on doing something. Sleep it off, relax, calm yourself. You don't want to raise your cortisol level by stressing at everything. So sleep it off. I would also say do some light exercise or walking. It will do you good. Just go out, have some fresh air, do some things with your dog, with your husband, with your wife, clear your head, see other people, and this light exercise will make you feel a bit better. And the last thing I would suggest is you take some supplements. I take magnesium glycinate, and I take 2 capsules a day. I take this before going to bed. I chose this because it doesn't have laxative properties, so I don't always have to go to the toilet. And also, it has calming effect. So it calms me down and winds me down at the end of the day, and I can sleep really nicely. And also, I take potassium supplements. It's just upping this potassium and magnesium, because we don't always get everything in the food that we eat. We can always supplement it with all these tablets, just so our body can absorb it properly. If you're experiencing keto flu now, I would suggest you replenish your electrolytes and sodium, drink more water, you sleep more, and then you eat nutrient-dense foods, and also take some paracetamol and ibuprofen. It will also help you. And the last thing that I would suggest you do is condition your mind. Tell your mind that you can do this, that you can beat this. If I can do it, you can do it as well. So don't give up. I believe in you. I hope I've given you some insights on what is keto flu, what are the symptoms of keto flu, what can you do to avoid it, and what to do if you've got it. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and put some comments in the comment section below if you want some topics relating to low carb and keto diet. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be updated with my future uploads. Thanks guys for watching. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye!